I am ready to begin. Me and MrTacpans are in the same picture. I am showing one hand, the other hand has a cigarette. Welcome to my classroom. Welcome to my gym. Welcome to my unit center. Welcome all, we all win. At the end, my friends, if you have chosen good, then you will be in the good world. Pretty simple, eh? But if you have chosen evil, you know what happens to your ball? It goes around and around and around, just like in those lottery draws. We got the Super Lot Jack Max. We've got the 747. Now they call it a spaceship. We've got, you know what? I know the next lottery that's coming out is going to be all about aliens, for sure. Now, what stone is this? What alien was this? Well, was it the alien created on Earth? Was it an R-angel? Was it the H-heaven of the eye? You see, because, what's hidden and nobody ever mentions is just because the H is silent all over the place. When you turn the H sideways, it's an I, right? So when you say straight, I didn't hear you say I. And I didn't really hear you say H. You just said a stray T. That was a stray T. Straight from where? Stray, meaning it was left out somewhere with the cattle. What are we going to talk about today? Let's talk about smoking. No, this is what I want to get first. Don't you see Rubik's Cube, the way he holds it? You see all three levels. You see two blacks, you see one black, and you see one black. He's not holding it like this. We're like twins. Hey, buddy. 7286, 6872. We are together. We are a team. We come out here today to tell you a little bit about the index, the rising index. Nobody notices it, and I know nothing about it, but only because I have the element to have a good feel, a good intuition for the truth. And whatever they're saying about the energies coming in from the solar universe, from the exterior of the universe, from wherever the numbers would say, from wherever it is, it's a conscience change. I know, because I knew 7 years ago, and I didn't know that I knew. I was writing up all about the super train. It was an element from space and it was charging on in. You can't see it because it's particles and they can come together and swirl around and do what the hell they want. They all got a mind of their own, but they all work together because that's what their minds say. We work together and this is what our job is. They can change in an instinct. They all get the message at the same time. It's almost like mailing out to all your friends at the same time. They all get the message at the same time. It's the same thing in the universe, the same thing to your computer. It's all the same. And there's reserves in the back. And then there's reserves in the army. And then in French, a reserve is a spare, which means you've got 10 down in 2 shots. 10 down in 2 shots. Think about that one. 10 down in 2 shots. 1/5. One spirit of the angle. The 5 card. I still think, we're 5, 6 men. We're connected to the 8 heaven. But in the dice, there is no 8 unless you use the 2 dice. So we have to reduce it for what we're going to be after. If we're 8 maxed out in this world, we're 4 maxed out in the other world, right? We wouldn't need the 7th gate at all. We obviously need creation. We ain't here. We're something. We got to have some sort of number. Now, we can't own the spirit because the spirit is lent to us when we come to earth. We can't be of who the spirit is because that's God our Father. We can be the beta life, but beta life, isn't that an animal? Well, then we'd have to be part of creation. We'd be a CD, creation of the D angel. It would be the A who creates. And what he creates is the D. A creates C. With C, he creates D. We got ACDC. Do we have back in black? Now ask yourself the question. Back, it's in the back. So now we're going to say in the back it's black. Now does that mean the dark side of the moon? Now, I heard the songs earlier today, and I'm trying to remember what I remember about Back in Black. Was he in another color before? Or is he in the dark room? Or is it God who is on earth and he's no longer here in this light world, because we're one light world away of some sort? It's just an expression, and because it's an expression, and because the angel of light was thrown down here, my expression is now an expression of legality. It now has a threshold. You see, whatever I'm going to do, remember, I know nothing. Here's a guy, wrote a book, didn't know what to do, didn't know how to write, so he screwed around until he came onto YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. So now he's able to explain the book nobody understands. Now he's explaining what the preface is actually all about, when in all actuality, everything keeps changing all the time. Well, tell the universe to stop so I can catch up. So when I catch up, at the end, I'll explain it to you again. But the cycle is so long. I'd have to stay with you guys another 6,000 years. Holy Christ. Holy Mac, Big Mac. Do I want to come down here and hear what? Well, then would it be worse if I was up there and not being able to partake and help to save the planet? So then automatically I'd have to say, okay, God, take away my memory for this life that I'm in. Holy crap. I got to worry about death all over again. God, send me some kind of sprite inside of me that tells me life is forever, so I don't worry about death all the time. Oh my God. My first thought in the morning was, I'm alive. I didn't even think of that. My first thought in the morning was 4 o'clock this afternoon, when I start to think, oh my God, where are we in this world? Where is this world? Do you know what dark is? It's not dark. I tell you, it's more than dark. It isn't anything. Anything more than nothing. It's something for somebody, but for somebody there's nothing if it's all about the mind. When the mind goes to sleep, it's all done. It's fresh. It's over. It's gone. The earth eats up your body. It don't know where it goes. It didn't really know where it came from. You're all the same and you're gone forever. You ain't never coming back for never, ever. And ever is forever. And it lasts for on and on. And time is unlimited. This is not a garage sale. This is just forever. And if any of you comes back together, it wouldn't know who it was in the last life anyways. And that's not a mind. You see, but in God's world, this is only a loaner for the mind. We're not here. We are the creation angle of delta in the word of alpha mega. Do you know why it's alpha mega? Because it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. And it stops. The only time you get to N is when the ace becomes an 11 in blackjack and it opens an angle for passage into this world. Or the ace becomes a 14 in poker and it opens up a new passage to this world, because 1 and 4 is the 5 pass, W-E-N in roulette. The 5th letter, the 14th letter, the 23rd letter, and the 32nd letter, that really doesn't exist. And actually, the 32nd letter, if you really want to know it, is one more than the 31 days we have in a month. And I never thought of that one yet. And I'd like to find a pen about the 32nd letter, 31st day. Everything is so relevant because, listen, like I said, I jumped off of this and I'm going on to something else. I want to explain to you something. January, the first month, an odd number, pretty cool. But think of it, if you take away the J-A, it's really Xavier. It's something about Xavier. Does anybody know anything about Xavier? Because J-A means it's the J angel. It's the first letter. It's the 10th. It's the completion of the angel. And when he comes into the world, he becomes the 11th letter K. Jack is king in this world, actually, because Jack grows up to be 13 years old. The 13th card in the deck is a king. He is a man in the Jewish religion. So Jack grew up to become a king, 11. So January is the first month. It has January 1st all the way to the 31st. It begins with an ST in the first month of an ST and finishes with an ST. 31, 3 and 1 is 4. 4 is God's number, because on your telephone between the 1 spirit and the 7th gate, In numbers, in exposition, in expression for definition, one is spirit, one is God. 4 is the angle, the delta angle that runs the opposite side of man's brain. Okay, and 7 is the seventh gate. They're all on the left side. They're all alive, except for the 4, of course. Well, the 4 is alive because if you remove the 4, the 6 gets removed. So then it's alive. Somewhere up in a delta position. Does it still remain black angel? Are we still black angels? Do we remain, or is that a color of the game? Because we should be maybe purple or grape or something. I don't know. Anyways, maybe like marbles. So then we have January. So February ends the 28th, TH, or 29th, TH. It starts on February, okay, second month, ND, of F, which is the 6th, TH, and ends on the 28th, time heaven. It begins at the start, spirit time of time heaven. Spirit time starts the month. Time heaven is the end of the totality of the month. The month is over. TNH, time heaven. Transmission. H means the heart. It means the earth. H means W. In a way, because, you know, if you take the H and you split it apart and you reconnect it, it'll make like a cube, you know, like a circle, like a diamond. So the H is actually 2 U's if you want to put it together. And I believe the 2 U's come by splitting the dice in half. You see, when Urantia World gives us things, they give us the U's. Okay? How to use it, when to use it, when not to use it, how long it's going to last before it's overused. If it's used before, maybe you abused it. But there's a lot of ways to look at this Urantia thing. I'm going to just show you just one little, what I'm going to do here. I've done this like a couple of times before. Okay, you see this over here? Okay, now I'm going to draw something else. You see this here? Okay, now watch what I'm going to do to it. Okay, 1, 2, look at that. All I did is put a U on here, a U on here, a U on here. I didn't put a U on here, and I'm going to show you why. I put the U's on backwards on here, like fish hooks, like jacks, like a big old hat. Why did I put this backwards? This is the 7th gate expression of the passage of the 8 heaven of the birth of 9. The only thing that really goes on in life is actually this over here on the cross. This is your communication. 21st letter, 21, 42 means 42, which is the count of 5 and 9, which means the passage and birth. 63 means creation of man, and this is a split one. Split one over here, okay, which would be 84. 84 happens to be a 7-year period, in which means the 7th gate of the 12 tribes, or of Alpha and Beta, and this is the 9th birth. 21 is 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 21, 105. 105 is the count number in one suit when you play the game of poker, the game of bluff, my friends, in which, if I remember correctly, bluff has the number count. Let me write this down. BLUFF 6, 12, 21, 33, 43, 44, 45. Oh my God. Bluff has a number count of 47. 47, if you're watching my videos, is time. It's not Christ, because Christ is 77, but the cross is 74. God changes over from the 7th gate to become the 4-connected angel, like man breathes through number 4, which is God in this world. But he's connected to the one spirit that gives him the life and the ability to be this robotic R angel that we are, from the H heaven of the J angel of the K world inside where we are. Who knows? It must be Planet X. Come on. We are the X-Men. We had an Xbox. Thus, we had a Wii board. Was there a Wii or just 2 eyes? I didn't really see very much of that, but that's okay, because we all had Dr. Mario. Watch Dr. Mario go around. Not enough, fast enough. They sped him up. They made him up. They put suits. You can get in the suit. Now you're running on stage. Somebody else is detecting what you're doing. Excellent. We came from being private to telling everybody our every movement through video games. Very good, everybody. But this wouldn't be so bad. Well, what the hell's everybody checking for? Holy crap. You can't stay home. You had to come here and give me crap. It's my house. It's my idea. Okay. If you want to tell me something, it's fine. Be nice. Holy crap. What kind of shit is that? Someone comes into your house, all of a sudden they're borching about something they don't like. I don't mind somebody coming in, although I don't think it's right. I don't mind if somebody says something. Say it nice, accept what I have to say back, but let it go. Anyways, another thing I want to tell you is the alphabet is A to M. Now listen to this. In Greek, it's alpha omega, right? But if you go A to M, wouldn't you go, if you said the same alpha omega, but listen to this, A mega. It's a mega. Instead of saying alpha omega, it's a mega, because the O element is the egg, okay? But the reality before the egg, okay, is the letter M. The letter M means 1,000. It means the one spirit